Hi there. Thanks so much for joining me for this episode of Living in Nashville. And we're switching it up a little bit because we're going to go through the top 10 reasons why people are moving to Tennessee. We have almost 90 people a day moving to Tennessee, according to the most recent census in 2023. And there's a reason for that. That has been a consistent pace over the past 10 plus years, really. So it is something that I think is worth talking about as people continue to come and people continue to find valuable reasons to land here in Tennessee. So not just the mid-state, but all of Tennessee. But I think of all of Tennessee, I'm going to tell you, I am biased toward Middle Tennessee because Middle Tennessee for me is the place where I think you get the most bang for your buck as far as quality of life. So let's get right down to it. I want to tell you, first of all, I'm Erika Kurre. I am a former TV news anchor here in Nashville, Tennessee. I moved here several years ago, almost 20 years ago, for my TV career. I was recruited on a contract, only planned on staying 2 years, ended up staying almost 20 now because I just have enjoyed this area so much. And there's a thing in news where the better news markets are the worst quality of life. The better quality of life markets are the hardest place to work in news. So I have my 2 Emmy Awards that I've won from being in that business, and I have used my skills that I've developed, mainly communications, to be able to just cross-pollinate there and really do the best job I can for my clients in real estate because, guys, communication is just such a huge part of this business. And nobody realizes that. Nobody seems to understand that. My time here in Nashville in news, though, really helped lay a lot of the groundwork for the reason why I know so much about all these areas. So let's talk first about the main thing that makes Music City so outstanding compared to the rest of the country. Reason number one, you probably guessed it, it's the entertainment vibe. We have 3 main businesses here in Middle Tennessee that just really keep everything running. Number 1 is entertainment, music and entertainment. There are so many sub-industries that branch off from the music and entertainment industry, and that really, during the Great Recession even, kept our economy really alive here in Nashville. It's not only fun for us, but it is functional here in Middle Tennessee. We have become so used to just this vibrant culture. We're a major finance hub here in Middle Tennessee. We are also a very big health hub. So the medical industry really props up our economy here. We've got a lot of options for hospitals, doctor's offices. Aside from the hospital district in downtown Nashville, we've got hospitals in pretty much every suburb around in Middle Tennessee as well. And so it's a good place to live because of that, but it's also a great place for work, and it helps support our home values as well because we have quite a few industries here that even when the Great Recession hit, they provided a floor for how much value we lost during the Great Recession, which was really hardly anything compared to the rest of the country. So that is something that a lot of people are attracted to here as they come to Middle Tennessee. And even though our home prices continue to increase and at least hold stable, we are noticing that our lower cost of living is really outstanding compared to a lot of other places. I didn't have a lot of experience before moving to Nashville in knowing really how expensive it could be living other places. But I have friends who have moved from New York, from California, from Chicago, all these places where they're paying so much money in taxes. And here in Middle Tennessee, we don't have income tax. We have very low property taxes, and we actually just went through appraisals. And guys, my property taxes went up by just a few $100s in the past 4 years. So that gives you a little bit of an idea on what you can expect if you're comparing where you're coming from and moving here to Middle Tennessee.
Yummy!
We have a thriving food scene, and this is something that has really developed in the time that I've been here. So in just a couple of decades, we have really become a foodie nation. Almost. We have so many people who have moved here from different areas of the country, and they've brought a lot of their cultural influence with them. And that has been something that has really livened up our taste buds. Gordon Ramsay has come to do food shows here with a Louisiana type flair of a restaurant that was around here. And we have just had so many people and so many attractions because of the increase in our vibrant food scene around here. So that's one thing that really adds to the quality of life as well. We have people moving in for the outdoor activities. We have so many parks, we have so much recreation, we have a fair 4 seasons every single year. So that gives you really 4 different seasons of outdoor athletics and activities to participate in that range from snow to boating in the summertime and all the incredible hiking, waterfall opportunities here in Middle Tennessee in the different types of areas we have to offer here. So scenic, especially in the fall. As the leaves change, it is a variety of colors that I just can't even describe. And it can be breathtaking just everywhere you go, just absolutely gorgeous against the rolling hills here in Tennessee. So anywhere you can't visit here in Middle Tennessee, you can guarantee there is a short 2-3 hour drive in any direction to any other part of Tennessee to visit that is really going to just wow you. Number 8, we have a growing tech scene here in Middle Tennessee. And I sort of touched on that with the industry and the things that we have as far as the people working here. And tech is starting to really evolve as well as the entertainment, finance, and health industries here. So a lot of options there for tech. I personally love it that we have an Amazon hub here. You can order things, get them in next day. It's never an issue. We travel different places. We have a beach home down in Florida, and it is a minimum 2-day wait to get your things from Amazon when we're down there. And I know that is such a first world problem, and I recognize that. I wouldn't even call it a problem. It's just one of those conveniences that you notice when you live here that you're really, really grateful for. Number 9, education. So education, guys. Tennessee, I think, has just a really strong education system. My children are in public schools here, in a public elementary school and a public middle school, planning to go to public high school as well. We live in Williamson County, and so that is the county that we're zoned for. And my children are thriving. They have top grades in the country on a lot of their Ames Web standardized testing where they compare the kids across the country. And it's just because of a lot of the training and the education and the work that is done with the kids in the school systems. My daughter in 2nd grade, we discovered she had a hearing issue, and that sort of got her behind a little bit. And those teachers, they said to me one night, "Erika, we've got your babe. We are going to rally around her, get her caught up. It is not even going to be a problem. Don't you worry one more second about her. She will be fine." And you know what, guys? She ended up being fine. She is in the top of her class as well. By the end of the year, they had her turned around. They caught her up, and they made up for the lost time that her hearing issue created there. And we just couldn't be more grateful to be part of this school system, this education curriculum, and the things that our kids are learning and the activities that they're involved in that the schools offer as well. And then last but not least, we have the Southern hospitality and community vibe. So we have just so many cool festivals, art festivals, music festivals, a lot of parades, a lot of just close-knit type of community stuff that you would want, especially if you have a family coming here. But even if you're a retiree, it's just opportunities to get out, to just be among people, to shop, to explore, and, you know, occupy a really laid-back, easygoing Saturday. Plans, but not the kind of plans that you have to commit to, which is something that I always appreciate as well. I love this Southern hospitality. I love, you know, going out for biscuits at brunch. I love the biscuits that the Loveless Cafe is actually so known for just down the way here. And just being a part of the cultural vibe of the music scene from 50, 75 years ago, and going to eat places where Loretta Lynn ate, where Elvis Presley ate, where a lot of what Nashville was based on is still carried through to today. So even though we've grown, we have all the modern day amenities, there's still some underlying culture here that just gives it a totally different vibe from so many other places across the country. Now let's talk about what you pay in exchange for that. So here in Middle Tennessee, our Tennessee home values in general are really, I don't think, all that crazy, especially when you compare to some of the other areas around the country. I have friends from New York State. I have friends from California. In California, the home prices are a median of $866,000. And that is, as you know, almost $1 million. And that includes some of the lowest price homes as well as the highest price homes. But the median that you would find is right there in that $866,000 range. New York, it's a few $100,000 less. There across the state, median home price is $576,000. Here in Tennessee, mind you, no state income tax, very low property taxes. We don't have all the crazy fees for parking and all the little nuances that you have to deal with in some of the other cities. And our home prices are $383,000 median. That's $700,000 less than what you find in California. It's $200,000 less than what you find in the state of New York. The state of Tennessee, $383,000 median home price. I am Erika Kurre with the Nash South Homes team of Benchmark Realty. I help buyers and sellers buy homes, sell homes across Middle Tennessee every single day, and I would be honored to help you if you are starting your journey here and beginning your home search in Middle Tennessee.